This is Handel on the Law. Hello, Carrie. You're up.
Hi, Mr. Handel.
Yes.
I am a federal worker. I love my job, my boss, my coworkers. I don't want to retire. I am eligible. My last review was excellent and excellent attendance, and I'm a stellar employee. So I took a few weeks off to remove some stress from my life, which happens to be my boss's boss's boss. And I'm using my sick leave. And then I guess I'm going to use all my vacation time. And then I'm going to get to a point where I don't know if you know the answer or how I would find out the answer. Since I can no longer morally work with this person at the tippy top.
Okay, hold on. When you throw the word morally in there, I immediately start questioning. All right, so far, so good. Stress, medical leave. You could have actually gone for medical leave day one based on stress because that's allowed.
I am on sick leave.
Okay.
And, they don't know the reason.
Okay.
I did put work induced.
Okay. So what's your question?
So, well, I don't know about filing a workers' comp on stress. They never get approved, but at least I would be getting this information out through all the other federal departments that may not know what's going on. And then have you ever heard of a federal worker putting in like a unpaid leave of absence while they work elsewhere until this person would be removed?
No, not at all. Unpaid leave of absence and then working elsewhere. That sounds like quitting to me. Because if you're out on sick leave and you're working, you're not out on sick leave. You're out for some other reason.
Sick leave would end. When my sick leave ends,
yes,
then I'm going to be using my vacation leave. And then at that point, I would.
Well, let me ask this. Hold on. Let me ask this. Are you working someplace else during sick leave?
No.
Okay, so you're on sick leave, fair enough. And then you're going to use your vacation, fair enough. And workers' comp, I don't know how it works in the federal system. So I don't know the answer to that. If it's anything near the system that the state, it's accepted or denied by an independent body. In this case, it'd be the workers' comp board, which is not connected to the company itself. So you're not going to you'll be walking in and saying, I am not going back to work, or I am going to be to take time off because my boss's boss, the head of the department or the head of the division, I don't like what he does. What does he do, by the way, that makes you so uncomfortable?
Well, I answer calls from the general public about all their mail and packages and identity being stolen. Instead of a customer care department, it's like I'm working at a mail theft.
Okay, all right. What does he do? What does he do?
Theft reporting agency. It's ridiculous the past 3 years.
What does he do? What does he do?
He is in charge of the United States.
No, I understand. What does he do to you?
I'm crying in between phone calls.
Why? And why is it his fault?
Just letting you know, it's hard. People are calling in because their spouse dies and they.
I understand. I understand, Carrie. I understand that you're going through a lot of issues. You sound like you're having a very hard time. I buy that. But my question is, you're saying that I want him fired. I want to stay out and I only go back to work or whatever to get him fired. And my question is, what does he do wrongfully that's part of this whole picture? Right now, it sounds like you just hate the job and you find it too stressful, like a 911 dispatcher.
Well, no, the job was fine, but they've added things. So now we have to put in the reason why people are calling.
Okay, all right.
So every phone call, I'm reminded that this information goes nowhere because
I understand, but why is it his fault? Why is it his fault?
Because he's lying to everyone and he's allowing
what?
all this to go on.
About what?
Since August 20.
What do you mean he's lying, allowing this to go on? I don't, Carrie. I don't understand. He is. Okay. He has decided to change the policy. Correct? Carrie, are you there?
He has known about all these if you go on to Carrier Robs on YouTube, you're going to see this has been going on.
It doesn't
and they
matter.
only
It
just
doesn't
found me.
matter.
Well,
That part doesn't matter at all. The point is, what you're complaining about is the job is so stressful that you're having a hard time going to the job. Fair enough. Do you have a workers' comp federally because it is so stressful? Yeah, I think you do, assuming that you meet the criteria. You're talking to a psychologist or an MD. Fine. I don't see how your boss's boss somehow is responsible for that and should be fired.
he's responsible about the content of the phone calls.
How is he
changing since
responsible?
started.
If I call up and I have a dead relative, how is he responsible for me being upset that someone died in my family?
Because you put out the announcement, basically, so all the criminals know that there's competition doing all the mailbox content.
Yeah. Okay. And Carrie, where are you right now? Are you at home?
I'm sitting in bed instead of working overtime.
Okay, that's
yes,
fair
I'm
enough.
at home.
Did you miss your medication this morning?
I'm not on medication.
Oh, please. Well, yeah, let me
This
tell
is
you,
a moral-
I'm not a doctor, but I think you really should be for sure. Wow. This is Handel on the Law.